bagged cereal, marmalade, black beans, fig bars, peanut butter, all sorts of stuff. Good groceries. So I have been preparing, with my cat's help, a couple of things. Went and bought some of these bins here, and I've got 6 total bins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I was using Husky toolboxes. They're too small. So these are about the right size. I have made 3 purchases, and I've got everything together here. So I kind of have just some stuff collected in and around my workshop, my workshop storage area. So I'm going to go ahead and unpack this box. And this box is a simple, no baking, free-for-all, range top only, non-simple food. So when I say simple, when I say baking, what I really mean is things like flour, Bisquick, cornmeal, corn mix, all the things that you're going to need to bake. You know, a big old block of powdered sugar, big old block of granulated sugar, etc., etc. So this is just a simple box for anyone who has no way to if you can boil water. That's the one thing you basically need to do here is boil water and use a can opener. But if you don't know how to boil water or open a can opener, then you are beyond my help. There are probably other YouTube videos out there for you for that. So, basically, one pan or pot and a range or a fire. There are a myriad of things you can do with this box. This is, so on the 3 trips that I've spent for these 6 boxes, I spent $200 each trip. So, 2, 4, 6. Okay, Kitty. Kitty needs to go. Yeah. All right. That's what I thought. Come on, cat. Come here. Come on, Toasty. There we go. So, I've spent $600. Basically $650 because these bins each came about to about $100. Excuse me. So you're gonna spend $650. Sorry, yeah. So that's about $100 each, 110 each, 100 whatever. 108, yeah, something like that. So basically, $100 box. So you can find these bins anywhere. So we're gonna open it up, and you're gonna find that on top, basically, real quick before I get started, this is not sealed. So inside each box, you take a sleeve or pantyhose, fill it with cedar chips, tie it off, and you have about a foot-long sleeve of cedar chips that are enclosed. And then that kind of wards off the bugs. And then you take duct tape and just kind of run a sealant. You can use wax, you can use other things. Yeah, you want to seal this up. So I've got it heavy and bulky and layered with the light and fluffy stuff on top. And then I've got one piece of glassware, and that's that marmalade. And here's the thing on candies. Like I've got these orange slices and fruit spice, no gelatin, of course. And I've got these variety pack, and then these are different types up here. So different types for different month. And I'm figuring 2 people can last on this for 1 month. You might argue with me on that. It might, whatever, 20 days. But I still advise you to do it. And buy some toilet paper too, because I've got a couple of rolls ready. Here we go, the unpacking. Okay, first of all, I have a variety cereal. We just bought, I think this is one of the repeats, so Cinepuff, which is a generic Kroger brand. And I'm using Kroger because I get pretty good discounts there. You can use Aldi. I would suggest Aldi #1. You can use Walmart, Sam's, whatever you want. But I've got the goods. So here we go. So sugary, sweet, rare, right? Then I've got the ramens. This is just the cheapest ramen I can get. And that's also a cheap carb. and it's also a rarity. You don't want to use that a lot. Then I've got these dudes. This is just variety. I bought all sorts of these. These were like 88 cents a piece after my discounts. I'm going to put these here. These are quick. Again, you just have to boil water. That's all I need to do. No frozen foods, no spoiling foods. Amenities that will last you. Okay, I'm going to put those to the side. And here we come to the goods. So let's just start from the middle. So beans, a musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. Let's have beans at every meal. Kidney, pinto, black. Here's the one, Great Northern. Great Northern don't really have a taste, so they're good for a lot of things. You can sneak it in there. Then I've got a variety pack, 15 bean soup, and it's a legume. It's a lentil. Lentils are great. Split pea soup. Peas are also a lentil. Okay, now I don't have enough fruits and veggies in yet, so I might have to change some things and maybe add, because I do have spare space in there. And certain things you can do, like this is pretty good packing. These are not good packing. You can repack those and vacuum seal it. You can vacuum seal that stuff. That's going to crush, so I put it on top anyway. A lot of these things, like especially like the mashed potatoes, you can repack that. There's a lot of air in there. So that's just an empty carb, but this is a powerful food here. Oats are a superfood, so this is one of your staples. You're going to have oatmeal pretty much every other day, every day. Not a lot. You don't need a lot of food to live. You don't need to gorge yourself. But oats are a superfood. I didn't know if you knew that or not. Along with your breakfasty foods, I guess this is breakfast over here, cold breakfast, hot breakfast. You have grits. I don't know if you've ever had grits before, but you can use grits as a farina. It's really delicious. Okay, so I have beans. And then what you want to do is you want to learn how to use rice. So I don't have a lot of rice. We need more rice, actually. But I have varieties of rices. I have like 4 different varieties. In each bag, I just put a couple. So long grain brown and Thai jasmine. And I would suggest basmati as well if you're going to get rices. I need a place for my feet. Okay, what's next? Okay, so we've got a lot of carbs, superfood, protein, carbs, and just garbagey carbs. So let's add in raisins to our sugary, delicious goodness. Okay, I have 2, and these are a rarity. So this is going to be your treats, right? This is your staples. These are your treats. 2 of these mac and cheeses. So that's one every 15 days, pretty much. Here's your jam. That's my jam. Strawberry this time. And you have these guys here, other treats, because food boredom is a real thing. Food boredom can get you dangerously hurt. Also, this is the sugar. The sugar for the month that you're going to get is Spice Drops. Hooray! 2 peanut butters. Probably need more peanut butters for protein. But protein. Okay, and then we have, along with all of your proteins, you've got different types of pastas. So against food boredom, you're going to have, just kind of change it up. Penne, elbow macaroni. I think I've got a spaghetti, a fettuccine, and a vermicelli. Okay, here we go. Along with the, wherever they went, along with these chewy granola bars, I also added a Little Debbie's Fig Bars. Let's see. Oh, the sardines. Also, chicken breast. Those are going to go with your proteins. And also, okay, garbanzo beans. I'm going to come to the cans in a minute. Really? Payday. One payday. Just for you. Here are my tunas. Got different types of tunas. Got 4 tunas in there as well. Oh, and one more protein. Specifically meat. A salmon. So got all your all your proteins that are meats and nuts out right now. So basically what I'm going to get into is along with your rice, which we do need more rice, and your oatmeal, and you can surprise yourself at what you can do with oatmeal. you can go ahead and start with your canned beans. So garbanzo beans, we've got a lot of garbanzo beans actually. I think I had to take a couple of cans out because they were dented, so I have to replace them. But we have garbanzo beans. You can make hummus with garbanzo beans. You can do a lot with garbanzo beans. They're like Great Northern beans. It's called chickpeas sometimes, because they are just a bland, tasteless food. So you just add spices. Okay, so here we have canned veggies. So I have just the basics, right? Corn, carrots. Ah, this is a treat. So this goes in the treats section. We don't use that every day. Or basically, here's the old cut green beans, more corn, peaches. There we go. I've got the veggies and the fruits. Mixed fruits right there. Indian style cut green beans. Here's the treat, chicken noodle soup, straight out of the Camel's can. Can't beat that, right? Again, and this is kidney beans that are ready versus the kidney beans that are not ready. Again, all you need is like a water and a pan. You can do all this. So I did go ahead and give you canned beans, just in case you're in a hurry or it's raining and you can't start a fire. Sweet peas. More sweet peas. Mr. Frodo. Ah, fruit. That sliced pineapple is going to taste like gold. Carrots. Here's another treat. Beef ravioli, straight out of the can. Again, these are just my wife and I's favorites. Some more beans that are in a can. Olives. I'm a fan of olives. They are a superfood as well. So I have 2 superfoods and chicken noodle soup. So here we have it. It's about $100. Now you can get it for $80. You can get it for $90. You can get it for $30, depending on who you know, depending on where you go. But it's a good haul. It is a good haul, and it doesn't look like $100, but then again, you're thinking, well, you know, I've gone to the store before and spent $100. So it's worth it, man. It is definitely worth it. And you see the way I packed it. I unpacked it backwards. You can watch this video backwards if you want to. If you want to pack like this, you can. You can change the way I packed. You can change whatever I've done. If you're a good baker, if you know how to bake, great. Then get rid of the big stuff and, put in your flour or whatever you're going to do, right? Flour, baking powder, baking soda, because they both do different things. I would not suggest putting in brewer's yeast because, of course, that's going to spoil. You can make your own yeast. I'm not going to go into that video now. But you can make your own yeast. You can do a lot of things. But again, if you're going to go hard and heavy, go with bulk, go with base ingredients, right? Go with your base ingredients and forget all the frivolity. Just forget all that. Well, that's base ingredient. But actually, all you need is like a couple of potatoes, and potatoes can last a very long time. You can grow your own potatoes. But this is just a basic box of just groceries of things that you might need to supplement yourself in the coming months ahead. So this is Polly Hart, and hopefully you guys have had some education, some entertainment. It looks daunting. It looks like, I'm a crazy nut or whatever. But no, I'm not crazy. I am just prepared, as you may know.